Hello everyone, it's Chris. I did not intend to shoot a video today. The last video that we had scheduled was from the Toronto Motorcycle Show, and when I left for the Toronto Motorcycle Show, it was a beautiful day like it is today in terms of the sky. It was blue, it was frigidly cold as we walked across the Rainbow Bridge. But when I returned from the Toronto Motorcycle Show, halfway home on the train, the snow started, and it literally went for about 36 hours. And so we got a lot of snow. I don't know, maybe 1.5 inches total. You can't really tell with the drifting. It looks deeper than that, but I don't know. I shoveled, I hope, what is a wide enough threshold to the street. The streets are going to be dicey. It is President's Day as I'm shooting this video. I'm going to schedule it. I'm going to insert it into the loop on Wednesday, so you'll be seeing this video 2 days after I schedule it. But we've got a couple of things to talk about, so let's go. It started right up. You heard that brief hesitation. This has been in the garage in frigid temps for 3 days. We've experienced that before. I think I went for 4 days one time in frigid temps, and it just starts. This thing is pretty reliable. As you can see, I have the 360 camera on. I'm not going to use the 360 camera a lot on these in-town rides, but because of the snow, we might catch some dicey footage on the Spyder today. Like right now, we're going to go through this little... Are we going to make it? I don't know. Oh my! I might need to shovel this a little wider. We made it! Wow! Okay, so when I talked about dicey conditions in the roads, so I want to go straight, but I don't think I could make that. So what I'm going to do, well, I don't know if the next street over is going to be better. We're going to try to go, whoop. I can't see the screen because it's so bright. So we're going to try to go down this street, and we're going to take a different way to the grocery store than I normally go. And this street does look, oh, much better than that other option. So we'll take some main roads. But I want to ride through Hyde Park to see what that's like. But you can see this is snow. It is hard-packed snow. The Spyder's handling it like a dream. And I want to reiterate, I do not recommend anyone ride their Spyder year-round. But I'm doing it. So the next video, while we're on the topic of snow, the next video I shot a couple of weeks ago, and it's scheduled for this coming Sunday. Again, I'm shooting this on President's Day, and I'm definitely getting a lot of fishtail activity, which I should expect. But anyway, I'm shooting this on President's Day. This will be scheduled for YouTube on the Sunday after President's Day. I'm sorry, the Wednesday after President's Day is when I'm going to schedule this. I've got to really go slow here. I do not want to stop for this light, but otherwise I'll really slide out if I'm not careful. So anyway, the next video after this video, which will be on a Wednesday, will be an incredibly interesting video. My guess is for many of you. If you're at all into snowmobiling, you're gonna love the video. If you've never been on a snowmobile, I think if you live in a southern climate, you've never been on a snowmobile, or you don't know much about them, I think you'll enjoy it. But what we're gonna do is look at the link between the Spyder and snowmobiles, specifically the Can-Am Spyder and the Ski-Doo snowmobile. Both of them are manufactured by BRP along with Sea-Doo Watercraft. So you can see this is a main road. This is Hyde Park Boulevard in Niagara Falls, and it is dicey. This is Pine Avenue in Niagara Falls, and it is dicier, but we're moving. We are moving, but I can't see the screen very well. I imagine my traction light is coming on. I remember a year ago when I first got the Spyder and I rode in conditions like this, it came on, it flashed on a couple of times. I'd be surprised if it hadn't flashed on this morning yet, because, okay, so we've gone through Hyde Park many times, but this is really dicey. I hope we make it. I am sliding like crazy. So the temperature is in the high teens, but the wind chill factor is below 0 because the wind gusts are up to 40 miles per hour. So this is not good. I should not be on this street right now. This is Robbins Drive, which cuts through Hyde Park, and they do a good job of keeping it clear, but it's not meant for Can-Am Spyders, right? Now this is fine. It's that thick slushy stuff that I can feel it presenting a problem for the Spyder. Like right here, this is not good. I am fishtailing. If the whole road was like this, it'd be fine. But as you can see, it is not. So after the snowmobile video, I have another video already scheduled regarding riding in messy conditions. In fact, that video was shot like, I want to say 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago. So we didn't have nearly as much snow as this, but it was a very mucky, dirty, muddy ride, and I think it'll be of interest to a lot of you. Now I can feel my rear end just kind of moving back and forth. But I don't want to go too slow because I do not want to get stuck. I need to get to the main road, which is up ahead here, and I'm going to slow roll through the stop sign. I know this drives some of you crazy, but no one is around. After the messy ride video, the next video will be my 1-year review of the Can-Am Spyder, because believe it or not, by that point we'll be approaching mid-March. In fact, what I'm going to do is shoot that video when I'm riding to Bucks Motorsports for my New York State inspection. I'm going to have the inspection done there, and I'm going to ask them to just kind of look over the battery. I had a fault code that come up that I think is battery related. I believe it was like C1290 or something like that. Okay, we made it. If we made it to this road, we're good all the way to the grocery store. But I'm going to have them just make sure my battery's good to go, because like a week after that video is my Florida trip, and that will be 3,000 miles plus total, about 1,500 miles down there, 1,500 miles back. Now this is contingent. I've mentioned this before. In fact, I think it was on this very road where I mentioned this before. This is contingent on weather. I am not gonna, the first leg of the ride will be from Niagara Falls, New York to probably Weston, West Virginia. And I cannot do that ride. Let's say it's only gonna be a 6-hour ride. I cannot do that ride if it's like today. And it could be in mid-March, but it could also be in the 60s. I'm hoping it's in the high 40s, preferably the 50s, and you know, if I'm really lucky, it'll be in the 60s. But if it's like today, or even if it's in the 30s, if it's much warmer than today, but if it's in the 30s, I cannot jump on the interstate and ride for 6 hours in those conditions. Now granted, as I get closer south towards my initial destination in West Virginia, like when I hit Pittsburgh, it'll be 10, maybe 20 degrees warmer than it is here, but it's still going to have me riding along Lake Erie for 2 hours, and if those 2 hours are unbearably cold temps, I just can't do it. So what that means is, from a Can-Am Spyder channel video opportunity, okay, I'm just noticing now how much like muck I'm kicking up with the tires here. So I'm looking in my rear view mirror. Can you see it in the rear view mirror? All the junk that's getting kicked up. But anyway, I'm not going to make the ride in those conditions. But if the temperature is, I don't want to say perfect, even if it's just a little better than this, we're going to take the Spyder, and that will give us an abundance of video. I can't wait. I'm going to pull into this gas station here. I'm not going to gas up, but I'm going to just shut down the cameras. And if there's anything about this video that you like, please hit like. If you have any comments on anything we talked about, please hit the comment button. Pull right over here. If you don't subscribe to the channel yet, if you would subscribe, I sure would appreciate it. And until the next video, which will be the Ski-Doo snowmobile video, I think you'll like it. Until then, you have a great day. Bye-bye.